Hello everyone, welcome back to Tata Samurai Gaming. Today we are playing through Maximum Carnage, Spider-Man and Venom. Once again, second time we've done this on the channel. But last time we focused on Venom, today we're going to focus on Spider-Man. And I'm going to be showing you all the secret rooms that you can get exclusively as Spider-Man as well. Because some of the secret rooms are character specific. So there's our man Carnage, the main villain. So, good game this, but very challenging. Very challenging. Particularly once we get to a couple of the later levels. Prospect Park, in particular, is just ridiculously difficult. So, this is the opening scene. We have Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage, in the criminal asylum, but turns out they thought he was mad because he said he had a monster inside him. He is mad, but he does also have a monster inside him. So, there is that. In a scene very reminiscent of his escape from the movie Venom Let There Be Carnage, he then goes on a destruction spree throughout the entire place, taking down all the guards and basically anyone who gets in his way. But his ultimate plan is to go after Spider-Man and Venom. And this here is where, in the comic books, he meets Shriek for the first time. Now, Shriek was written into the movie very differently. She was written in as you know, Carnage's lifelong love. But the reality of the comics is that this was the first time they met, I believe. And they decide to team up because he realizes she's just as crazy as he is. So in their own sick, twisted way, they are made for each other. Enter the doppelganger. A Spider-Man clone with a ridiculously convoluted backstory, which I won't go into here, but you can look it up on plenty of comic book lore channels cover it, and you know, it's all Infinity Stones and all this kind of complicated stuff, which I sometimes find detracts a bit from comics, to be honest. Meanwhile, Spider-Man is not very happy because another one of his enemies that he's previously defeated is back, and he has to fight him again. Beginning with New York Street. So the first couple of levels are quite simple, really. It's basically training more than anything else. What you will notice about this game, though, if you're playing it as I am today on the Sega Genesis or Sega Mega Drive, the control scheme is a bit unusual for that system. Usually on the Sega Genesis, you would have A would be your special move button, B would be your attack button, and C would be your jump button. But in this case, it's B to jump, A to attack, and C to use your special moves, Spider-Man's webbing in this case. So yeah, it takes a bit of getting used to, but it's not really, doesn't impact gameplay that much. But there's one of the reasons why this game probably should have had an options menu, but didn't. That and the fact that, you know, there is no easy mode or hard mode. It's just, the game is what it is. That there was my special move, triggered by pressing A and B together, but like Streets of Rage 2, it drains a little bit of your health if you do it, so you have to use it sparingly. Or occasionally, like me, you'll do it accidentally when you're trying to do a jump kick. But it's good for crowd control if you find yourself surrounded by enemies. Because a little bit of health it takes off is a lot less than what you would lose if you, you know, actually try to fight your way out of the enemies that are surrounding you. There we go. Up here we have our first extra life. There's some health there which we don't need right now, but we'll come to that later. We're going to be fighting the boss in a minute. Now the power hits, the way those work is as you land hits on the enemy without taking hits yourself, you slowly build up the power meter, and when it's built up your energy bar starts to flash. At that point you can do a power move. But you can also delay it if you don't want to unleash it until you've got a heavy enemy in front of you. Oops, I missed that. That's unfortunate. Now, if we can get in between these two, we can do our double smash move, but that's not really working at the moment because you see how fast these bosses move, it's ridiculous. So much like Streets of Rage, they start off with their energy bars grey or otherwise coloured, but then once they turn red, that's when you can start doing them damage. Power hit, almost ready to go there, but I mistimed it. And like most bosses, once you take one of them out, the other one becomes a lot easier, so just focus on taking down the weaker one first. But if you can get the stronger one, then that's also good. Alright, level 1 clear. Now right at the start of level 2, we have a chance to go into our first secret level. So, ignore the directions you're being given. Run across here. Might take a couple of attempts, but basically between this door and this window, you want to just this is being awkward now for some reason. Why is this not working? It's definitely this bit here that you're supposed to drop down. There we go. I don't know why that took so long to trigger, but there we go. Now this will give us some extra lives. Should be good for the battle ahead. But first of all, I want to get some energy on the board. Each of these heavy enemies we take out will drop an extra life. Okay, so we're up to 7 lives. Now we can do this level properly, and it should be pretty quick. Just swing across and avoid Shriek's lightning bolts. And watch out for Doppelganger as well. And there we go, rooftop. Now this time we can get an extra continue here if we're crafty. So ignore Doppelganger initially and just go over here and just keep hitting this water tank. Right, now Shriek knocks us off the roof. Meanwhile, Carnage is paying J. Jonah Jameson a visit. So, he's going to use Jameson to help him flush out Venom, because Venom is not in New York at this time. Meanwhile, Spider-Man has fallen right off of the building, landed in an alleyway, and is not in a good way, but local punks are deciding to try and make a go of it, so he's going to have to defend himself. Hopefully one of these enemies drops some health in a minute, because I'm struggling here. Nope. Oh well. Oh, there's a heart there. That'll do for now. Just to keep us going until we can get a proper power up. Okay. And now, up here is a secret. Extra life and some extra health. Putting us in a much better place than we were in 10 seconds ago. Okay, job done. More health as well. We're almost... The church entrance is basically the end of the level, so we're one screen away. Extra continue. Oh, that's a bit unfair. Couldn't see that coming. Okay, boss time. Okay, so this battle starts off with just one enemy, but then once you beat him, 2 will appear, you beat them, 4 will appear, and so on until eventually Spider-Man will get overwhelmed. It is one of those battles that you cannot win, ultimately, but the longer you last, the more bonuses you'll get. Oh, there's some extra health. Much welcome right now. And a power hit. Excellent. Now if we take down these 4 guys, there should be another bonus for us. But that's not going to happen. Doesn't matter though. So Cloak and Dagger show up to help us. Spider-Man is still in a bad way. Now, meantime, Doppelganger is here for the fight. So we've got to beat him up. And of course Shriek is accompanying him, because she always does. We fight these two with quite alarming regularity throughout the entirety of the game. Oh, there's Carnage. And Dagger took the brunt of the blow for us there and appears to have been killed in the process. But all is not as it seems. Jameson played his part and put up a banner saying that Carnage is in New York, and so Venom is not too pleased. But Venom's in San Francisco at the moment, so we have a choice. Go to San Francisco and control Venom, or stay in New York and control Spider-Man. We'll stick with Spider-Man because this is a Spider-Man centric playthrough we're doing today. We will do one section as Venom, but I'll explain that when we get to it. For the time being, we're Spider-Man and we're chasing the Demogoblin. My most detested boss in this entire game. Gonna lose at least 1 or 2 lives here, that's just a given. Down. Hopefully just the one. So the only way to really hurt Demogoblin is jump kicks. If you try and get into like an actual sort of fighting match with him, he'll just kick you back. He'll just override your combo with his own. You can also do a shoulder barge, but it leaves you wide open to counter, so it's not really worth it. If we make it through this with 7 lives, I'll be happy with that, actually, all things considered. Okay, done. Meanwhile, at Peter Parker's apartment, Venom's turned up and he's had a bit of a kicking at the hands of Carnage and friends. And Demogoblin has teamed up with Carnage. Okay, so just for this next section we're going to play as Venom. Because there's a secret room that only Venom can access. And we want to get that. But otherwise we will be sticking with Spider-Man throughout. So just this one time we are going to use Venom. Okay, so I'm going to just shuffle around and we get an extra life. do with some health here. There we go, lovely. Okay. Oops, one life down, but that's alright. So playing as Venom means that there's a secret room we'll be able to access in a couple of levels' time that will give us back any lives that we might lose here, and then some. Okay. Boss time. Now these guys are very, very fast. And they love to counter attack. While you're hitting one, the other one will kind of sneak around and then hit you from behind or whatever, so watch out for that. Okay, we've already got one of them in the red, that's a good sign. And they're down. Job done. Yeah, Spider-Man's had enough. Meanwhile, Morbius is on the scene. And now we're off to the deep. That is the nightclub, not the boys villain or character or whatever you want to call him. Anyway, here we go. Now over here right away, extra life. When Venom tries to throw someone, it's a much slower animation, so it leaves you vulnerable for a counter, as you can see. That's a bit of an issue with Venom. Okay, so we've got our hero power-ups here that are going to help us out in the battle. Although with Venom, the Demo Goblin's a lot easier because your flying kicks reach a lot further. We are still going to summon Black Cat for some help though. As you can see, with Venom you actually sometimes can double up on your jump kicks on Demo Goblin because you get that longer reach. Ah dear. We lost one life, but that's alright. Just shriek now. And off she goes. And we're clear. Now, as I said before, these levels that we're playing through now, it makes no difference if you're playing as Spider-Man or Venom. They play out exactly the same way, excuse me, with just one exception, and that is that we've got a secret level coming up in a minute that we can only access with Venom, hence why I'm playing as Venom just for this short spell of the game. After that, we're mainlining Spider-Man all the way. So we're going to go to the Fantastic Four HQ in order to get a sonic gun to take on Carnage. Guess who hit the wrong button there? Now with these things, it's especially important that you don't let them move behind you. They can do a lot of damage in a very short space of time. Extra continue there, very helpful. Getting knocked out, not so helpful. I may have expressed this sentiment before, but I don't like these things very much. Oh dear. That's okay though. Not too far away now. Right. And as I say, in this next section there's a secret level almost right away, which will give us some extra lives and other stuff. So it's well worth doing. And after this we'll be switching back to Spider-Man. So just walk along here. When you see that arrow, jump kick. So we got a couple of extra lives and some hero assists as well. We've got to watch out for these force fields here. Oh no, we're already past those. Okay, so Muzzoid, the boss. So basically just stay above him and drop down and jump kick him, and well, not jump kick him, just drop down and kick him in the head. So just wall crawl and then drop down when his head is underneath your toe. Like so. It's a bit tedious, but it's safe. And it doesn't take all that long. And he's down. So we got the gun, let's go find Carnage. And Firestar has joined the party. because that is Carnage's two weaknesses, Sonics and Fire. Meanwhile, our heroes visit J. Jonah Jameson because he is going to help us set a trap. Carnage come home, so he's basically ran an editorial calling out Carnage and challenging him to a fight. Rooftop 2. This is a hard level. But this is the last level we'll be doing with Venom, I think. Right, Demogoglin's down. He's dropped some black cats for us. Always welcome. Those fire stars, and they'll be handy for Carnage. Now we just got Carrion to deal with, and he's not that difficult as long as he's on his own. There we go. Level clear. Now on to Prospect Park, the most difficult level of the game, in my opinion. Got a couple of more bases to start off with, that'll help us out. Take out the heavy enemies as soon as you can, as pretty much as soon as you see them. Because these other ones will just kind of take care of themselves. Okay, job done. The next one, you want to take out the umbrella guy here if we can. Yeah, got him. Okay. 4 of these big boys to beat here, but not as difficult as it seems as long as you're careful. Oh, he took me out just as I was going to do my power hit there. Damn. much needed energy boost there. Beat this guy and I think we're on to the boss. But the boss here is a difficult one. It's basically a boss rush of all the minor bosses we've fought up until now. Black cat help there just to get things off to a good start. Excellent. Cloak completely erased the bad guys for us. Now these guys are the main boss. Only 4 of them, but they've all got these little guns that they like to pull out of their jackets, which can cause pretty big damage if they hit. But we should still have enough in the tank to take them out, I think. Excellent. 2 down, 2 to go. And he's down. Now, our last Venom level. Prospect Part 2. What we want to try and do is get some of these goodies up here. If Doppelganger will just stay out of our way for 10 seconds. Okay. Right, got a couple of them, that'll do. I wouldn't actually be too bothered if I lost a continue here, to be honest. Because we can then just collect those things again and stockpile more of them for later. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. We've got 5 continues, so we're fine. There we go. Let's see what Deathlock can do. Wow, we just one-shotted Doppelganger for us. Excellent. Does pretty good damage on Carrion as well, as you can see. So he's out the picture. Oh, Shriek is annoying when she just keeps repeatedly teleporting like that. Let's use another Deathlock. Right, Shriek is out the way, now it's just the Demo Goblin. Ah! Hey! What just happened? Why did it restart the level? That's not supposed to happen. That's nonsense. That was a weird glitch there, but oh, we'll go through this again. We'll get more power-ups, I suppose, but that's not on. Don't know what the heck happened there. Got a lot of black cats now though, and quite a lot of deathlocks. I'm going to use a deathlock right away. Black cat is good for dealing with Shriek. Okay, carrion is starting to annoy me now. There we go. Okay, now we've cleared the level. That was strange. So, Venom is urging Firestar to kill Carnage, but Spider-Man's like, no, no, stop. And she pulls back. And Venom is not happy. Thankfully, Spider-Man jumps in to bring Venom under control. But Venom was then attacked from behind and taken by Carnage. Meanwhile, Captain America shows up to lend Spider-Man a helping hand. And now we're going to switch back to Spider-Man for the rest of the game. I say, we just played that section with Venom because that Fantastic Four secret room cannot be accessed with Spider-Man for some bizarre reason. But there are two secret rooms coming up here that only Spider-Man can access, so you're getting the full picture, yeah? If you watch my Venom playthrough, you'll see the Venom exclusive rooms that we would have got if we'd chosen Venom just now. So be sure to check out both playthroughs here on the channel. Okay. done. Now if we jump in here, that should be our next secret room. Come on, Spider-Man, there we go. We're in solitary, which looks a bit like the Fantastic Four lab for some reason. Extra life. Another extra life. Now, in the very next level, once we clear the police station, there is another secret level where we can get some more useful items. Okay, so you can see exits, we're almost clear, just got a few more enemies to take care of and we'll be out of here. Okay, once Zorak goes down, I think that's it. Yep, level clear. Interesting name for a prisoner in a New York police station, Zorak. So, there's Shriek and the other enemies on a Manhattan rooftop. Now, before we do anything else, there's a secret room here. So we want to make our way over to this skylight and then just do a backflip. Probably the easiest secret room in the whole game to access. Lives are plenty here, which is good. Alright, up to 7 lives. Now we know that Black Cat is particularly good at dealing with Shriek. And there's Morbius and Iron Fist. Now Iron Fist will give us a full health restore, so that's pretty handy. But we want to stick with Black Cat because we know she's good for dealing with Shriek. Mission cleared. Now the next level is arguably the most difficult in the game, apart from the last boss. Because it's... Actually no, Manhattan Street 2 is the difficult one. Manhattan Street 1 is kind of routine, but it's still boss. Try and get Shriek off the scene as quickly as possible. Right, well, there's Doppelganger out of the picture. Now Shriek's away as well. Demo Goblin. Right, so there's Carrion out the picture. Now, if we can just get Demo Goblin off his little hovercraft and then throw that at him, yep, that'll do a fair bit of damage. And he's down. Okay, level cleared. Like I say, this next one is the most difficult though. We've got 7 lives and we've got a load of power-ups and we are just going to use them all. Because this is the last time that we can actually use them, so... We're fighting kind of an assembly of all the different enemies we've faced up to this point as well, like the regular enemies before we have the boss rush that comes afterwards. There we go. Extra life, lovely. And now here come the bosses. But this is the last time we fight them. Black Cat. And she's taken out Shriek for us. Lovely. Doppelganger we'll have to handle ourselves. Alright, he just about wiped out Demo Goblin. Perfect. Right, Demo Goblin's down, Doppelganger is nearly down. Don't get obstinate with me now, you. Right, Doppelganger is down. And there's Carnage. Right, Carrion's out the picture. Now it's just Carnage. Right, Carnage is away, and we've still got 5 lives left. The end. No, of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. So we get to see what looks like the end credits here. But of course, no. Carnage is very much still alive. And you can switch between Spider-Man and Venom here, depending on your preference. We can't use any of our special moves here, so this is a... Right, Carnage is away. Ruined Boys Home. This is the true final level. Oh dear, that's not a good start. There we go, secret room. Took a while to trigger, but we got there. Basically, you have to stand in front of that door at a very specific point and get hit by Carnage, whilst facing to the right. Okay, now we can go back to taking out Carnage. just gotta keep plugging away until Carnage turns red. Or his energy bar turns red, rather. He's already red, but you see my point. Right, it's all on Spider-Man now. Venom is out of the game. Right, he's red. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. This is going to go right to a knife edge here. So, Venom has only got 2 lives, but Spider-Man has 6, so switch back and forth. But Venom is better to use in the early stages of the fight, because you want to try and get Carnage's energy bar to turn red as quickly as possible. He really loves to use that spinning attack with monotonous regularity. Right, he's turned red now, so we're getting somewhere. Rather, his energy bar has turned red. Right, okay, Venom's out, so it's all on Spider-Man now, but we've still got 3 lives. This should be fairly routine at this point. I say should be. Right, one more combo like that. And Carnage is down. Game complete with Spider-Man. So finally the Avengers show up to take Carnage away. You see Thor and Vision there. Yeah, monsters like that have a way of returning, especially in comic books. Yep. Some monsters stay locked up forever. The ghosts can't haunt you unless you let them, I hope. The end of Maximum Carnage, or is it? No, it isn't, because Carnage is still around the comic books till this day. Now we get the proper credits, which are the same as the ones from earlier, actually. Mostly. So, that was Maximum Carnage, focusing on Spider-Man today. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. It's a hard game, but it's a fun game. It's always nice to revisit titles from your childhood like this, which is, you know, the main reason why I enjoy doing this channel. But yeah, Maximum Carnage. It's a flawed game, but it's still a fun game. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed that. So, thank you for watching Tartan Samurai Gaming. If you did like this, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, all of that, you know. And thank you for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.